Let's talk about Maximum Football 23 and if you should give it a shot when it comes out. So we're going to touch on some pros and cons of Maximum Football 23 and compare that a little bit with Madden and see, how they stack up against each other. Right away, we'll start with customization, which Maximum Football 23 looks like they're doing a pretty good job of, where Madden has been lacking in for a good long time now. Maximum is looking to let you create rosters, teams, colors, stadiums, all things that we've been looking for in Madden beyond the standard 7 or 8. I can't remember how many teams you could move to in a franchise because frankly, we never pick them anymore because it's boring and stale. And those of you that know me know I like to create. Shout out Rapid City Dynasty. Now, what remains to be seen is how much of that applies to their online portion of the game when they do implement it, which we will segue into right here. Online franchise and or dynasty. This is something that Madden has had. It's had a lot of problems with. It's got people petitioning online for the last few years to fix Madden franchise. And every time there seems to be little incremental steps, but nothing groundbreaking that really changes the game. Now, is 23 better than, let's say, 2 years ago and 21? Of course it is. It should be. But is it something that makes you want to buy Madden? Up for debate. Now, Maximum Football 23 is getting an online franchise / dynasty, but it isn't coming at launch at a later date. Hasn't been said when that is yet. Personally, that is it's probably at the top of my list of why I would play it, because nowadays I don't play sports games usually unless it is with a group of guys that I've grown up with where we do online franchise and dynasty. And if I don't have that, I get bored really quickly unless I'm making content. So fingers crossed the Maximum Football can get that in quickly. With that said, I do believe that they wanted to do crossplay as well, which is a real seller. And we say seller, but it really doesn't need to be because the game is free to play. Who's not going to try it if it's free to play? I'm going to try it, and I'm going to list some cons as to why I wouldn't try it if it wasn't free to play. But because it is, I'm going to give it a shot. Online franchise, I'm in that group chat with the fellas, and we're all, looking at Maximum Football, and we're like, you know what, maybe we try it. And this is a diehard group. We play once every day, at least once. There's a 24-hour rule in our franchise. If you don't play, you get simmed. I'm going to hit a little bit of a con right here is the running animations. Do they look stiff? Yeah, they do. They kind of run like little robots, and that is a big turnoff for me. I need some fluidity there in the animations that they do have. Say what you want about Madden, but they have gotten some pretty nice animations in their game. I know people are going to be screaming from the rooftops, animations, we want physics. You need some animations. You have to have them. But am I glad they're putting more of an emphasis on physics and gameplay? Yes. Who wouldn't be? I think we've all been screaming for that. We want more physics implemented in with the animations, right? How well that's executed remains to be seen. So I'm cautiously optimistic. That's just my general nature. Also worth mentioning, this game is made with Unreal Engine 5. I'm a noob in Unreal Engine, but hey, that's where the studio updates and all the mocap data I do for the Dynasty is sent and rendered out of. Normally a Maya guy, but Unreal Engine 5 is where Jimmy and the halftime shows, Emmy, all that stuff happens in. So that's kind of cool. I can integrate better with Maximum Football. But yeah, great engine. The game should look good at least. I know if we look back at the last Maximum Football and compare it with this one, it's kind of night and day. Now, is it up to Madden's level? No, but it's getting there. Let's talk about the glaring omissions for Maximum Football 23. We already touched on one. That's online leagues. We won't talk about that anymore. It's not going to be there at launch. Hope it's there quickly after. Custom plays, coming, but not there at launch. Commentating, aka a broadcast crew, not there at launch. I think they're working on that. I hope. Won't matter for me because, if I make content, I'm going to be doing the broadcasting anyway. But for the general experience, the majority of people, you're going to want a play-by-play guy or girl or multiple. In a perfect world, you want multiple teams. We've all been asking for that too in all these wish lists for the next college football game. But what do you think? There's no commentating, no play-by-play person at launch. Does that break the immersion for you? Does that make you not want to purchase it? Or are you going to put on some NFL Films music and just, do your own in your head? Now, here's something I'd like to see Maximum Football take advantage of that Madden can't because of their licensing deal with the NFL. That is hard hits. You've noticed Madden has toned them down. The NFL didn't like some of the hits that were taking place. You'll also notice you will never see a concussion in Madden. Bring in the Maximum Football. It's part of football. Why are we hiding the ugly part of the sport? It's part of it. One of the most major storylines in the NFL last year was Tua. Was it not? You can't just sweep that under the rug. It's part of the game. You can have those hits in the game and still flag people for those hits. Still say, hey, this is the wrong way to do this. Like, don't give somebody a button to target somebody, right? That should be something that kind of just happens with the physics of momentum. If, you know, I don't know, there's got to be a way to implement that to where it's not a button press. Like, the hit stick shouldn't be a target stick. You know what I mean? But I would love to see them implement some harder hits. You know, the quarterback is protected in Madden big time. I know we're in the era where the quarterback is protected anyway, and there's flags for everything when you touch the quarterback. But man, it would be nice to see a blitz level hit on a quarterback. Just dreaming again. But man, if every injury in this game is a torn labrum, man, I cannot tell you how many linemen I have in Madden that have torn labrums or a history of torn labrums. That's a word, labrums. All right, now I know I probably haven't told you anything you haven't seen or heard in another video or seen on a website, but maybe I have shed some light on something or given my opinion on something that maybe you didn't think about. And if it did, does that influence your decision on this game? Are you going to give it a shot? It's free to play. I would think that we're all going to give it a shot. It's on every platform known to man except Nintendo. So I don't see why you wouldn't try it out. Now, is it going to be a Madden killer? My opinion? No. But hopefully this thing comes out soon, at least early access. That way, you know, people can hopefully be raving about this when Madden comes out to put a little more pressure on EA and Madden. Ultimately, I want that pressure to help the NCAA team, not the Madden team. I'm a college guy, man. All right, I'm the college guy. Anyway, if you like the video, drop a like down below, comment, let me know your thoughts, whether you're going to pick it up or not, or give it a shot. And I will see you in the next video. Next one going to be about Rapid City's, it's going to be a recap of Rapid City's Dynasty so far. So if you haven't watched it, you can start right there and then jump right in. So it'll be the first 3 seasons summarized quickly. And then we are in season 4 starting up after that. And those videos I'm doing differently than I have on all the others. They're going to be shorter, but they're going to be good. I'm trying something new. Anyway, if you want to see that, stick around. I'll see you then. Until then, go Stegos and go Bucks.